အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါ Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim Bismillahir rahmanir rahim Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin Ar-Rahmanir rahim Maliki yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ولتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن الفحشاء والمنكر أولئك هم المفلحون أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم I seek refuge the evil whispering from shaitan by Allah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise be to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who is the creator of the universe. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the most gracious, the most merciful. Maliki Yawmiddin, the owner of the day of judgment. Iyyaka na'budu, Iyyaka na'budu, we worship and we follow only you, Allah. Wa iyyaka nasta'in, we seek help only from you, whatever we need in our life. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, guide us, show us the straight path. Suratul Ladina An'amta, show us the path which is who has been pleased by you and who are the good people, the way of good people. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Please keep away from those who has been not pleased by you. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Today I would like to share that my true stories attached with the lesson life. The previous life which I have already mentioned you about my history during the primary school. So there I have to say, I have to mention you the name. He is Umyate. We have used to attend the tuition at his home. Not only myself, but also my elder brothers and sisters. He is like our, somehow like in terms of how we can say the medical doctor. So in terms of the education, especially he is very good in teaching basics, English and mathematics and so on. So many people, many parents in our Takita township, to South Block, Yangyi, and also from other works also, they send their children to this school. So here I would like to say thanks and gratitude to our teacher, Umyate. Also, I would like to introduce you with my brothers and sisters. I have altogether, including me, 7 brothers and sisters. I'm number 6 out of altogether 7 brothers and sisters. My eldest sister, her name is Dorten A. Now she is the headmistress of government primary school in Jala Township. And my second brother, his name is Uwinai. He sorry, I didn't mention yet about my eldest sister education background. She studied with Myanmarese subject in specialized, and he got the degree with this subject. And also my eldest brother, his name is Uwenai. He also got the degree with mathematics. And my third sister, her name is Basan Sami. He studied with I think geography. And another one, my fourth sister, her education is just I think completed the middle school. Now she is living in Legu Township. My brother, who is living in Pokyanli, and as well as the Tundi Township. My eldest sister, she is living in Dala Township. My second sister, eldest second sister, she is now living together with my father, because my father was now not good in health, so he has been taken care by my beloved sister and her husband. they have no children. That's why they are taking care of my father at the home where we were born, which is number 834 Yanji 2nd Street, 2 South Block, Takita. And my elder sister, who is number 5th, she has completed also with the economics. She was also a graduate, but now she is selling the dry prawns in South Okalapa. Number 10, yes, Berida Market. And I have to also mention that our auntie, her name is Tokyo, who used to take care all of our brothers and sisters in whole of her life. Actually, my parent side, our generation was like that, you know. My father's side, we don't know at all about my grandparents from my father's side. Because why? My father has been adopted by my what to say in English, I don't know, but I can tell you is our grandfather from my father's side, to whom we know that he was the police officer, and his wife, they have no children, so they adopted my father since he's very young, even some, I think, a year, somehow like that. So what we can I can tell you my true story is that from my father's side, we don't know at all who are real our grandfather and mother. We only heard that when my father has been adopted at that time, he has been released. Sorry, the 7 cows has been released as the, as a natural life for just live freely. I don't know what to say in English, that just female. 7 cows has been released. So in this sense, we think that my real grandfather and mother were Hindu background, maybe, but we are not sure. So through this video, I am also curious and looking for who are my relatives, from my father's side. Allah knows the best. We don't know, but the origin is from Myaungnya. So that one we can discuss later. If someone who can give us the hints or whatever, I'm looking. I want to know, who are my real grandparents, and maybe my father have brothers and sisters who are our uncle or auntie, to whom we never know at all. So this is my real story. from my father's side. So for my mother's side, my grandfather, his name is Saida Ahmed, I think so. But in our family member list, Hussein Ahmed, something like that written, from my mother's side. So my grandmother has been somehow like forcibly or arranged, married by her relatives with that person who came from India. That time, I think no separation yet with India, Bangladesh and Pakistan. I think so, but I have to double check according to the history and the years like that. So from that side also, we are very sure that my grandfather, he has I think 99% I am sure that he may have the wife in his own country. So after getting pregnant of my auntie Do Pyo in her mom, that time our grandfather Saida Ahmed has left our grandmother in Pleiku Township. So our grandmother has been taken care by our grandmother's brother. We call in Myanmar Akule. We don't know in English. I don't know in English to say, but his name is Uyaput. Now he has already passed away. Also our grandmother Don Nunu. Also she has already passed away. Also my mom has been already. She also has already passed away. So this was my true story about my generation. So what we can say is that in short, what we can say that from my father's side, we don't know at all. For our mother's side, we know only from my mother's side, we know only our grandmother. We don't know our grandfather. His name is Saida Ahmed. So in that case, we have the relatives in India, but which parts of India we don't know, Bangladesh or Pakistan or the India itself, we don't know. So it was my true story. So our younger life, our younger age, which is at the time of General Newing administration. So we were very poor. I just remembering that when we go to the school, we have to use only one umbrella. I have to share with my sister, Manya Sanau, because we are very poor. So we are very much struggling because of our my father has no proper job. Previously, he was from Navy, Myanmar government, military, Navy, and then I think he exiled or dismissed or whatever, I don't know. And then he used to work with his friend Uma Momta, who are doing the agent for sailor, for the sailor to go for sea. And then I think General Navy time, all of the office has been closed down, you know. So at that time, my father has no more job. So I heard that, you know, my father deal with some track, you know, number 4, as like the middleman from someone to the other one, and has been put in jail inside for 5 years when I was in, I think, middle school, like that. So I think that at 8th standard. So when I was in my high school, at that time my father was not outside. He was in jail for 5 years, imprisoned, due to the dealing of the drugs, like that. So it was my younger age. So we remember that my father used to drink, and then whenever he came back to home, he shouted very loudly. And that time was, I think, the council, we call the governing bodies at the council. So he used to scold very loudly to them, and also he used to buy some fried noodle, and sometimes we have been waked up by our mother so that we can have noodle together, and it was very delicious. I think he bought from Swetu noodle and Swetu restaurant. So I think I had remembered that we also selling the shop in front of our home. My mom, both of my mom and my father, we have been very much left to our parents, of course, but we love more to our father because we have never beaten by our father, Utenu. So no matter how whatever it is, we love him so much because we never have been beaten by him. This is one thing very greatness of our father. He not used to beat at all. I never see and I never hear that from my father that he never beat to our brothers and sisters. At the same time, he never beaten to my mom as well. He loves her so much, I think. So may Allah bless upon my father, Utenu, and also my mom, who already passed away. We also love, especially after sometimes, we got the age. Our grown up, we really love also more to our mom because she is very disciplined, on the road, and we must read some of the Quran, whatever the religious. So my father, he were Buddhist according to his identity card, and he converted to Muslims after married with my mom, and then, but he never stopped us to practicing Islam. At the same time, he also, I think, he had stopped his drink and smoking and whatever these are after I already aged, and I try my best to so that my father will stop all of these, his bad habits, drank, illegal sex, also the gambling, also smoking a lot too much, all of these things. Alhamdulillah, and Alhamdulillah, I did my best, and finally, Alhamdulillah, my father achieved to stop all of these things. I think many years already back. So my mom, our mom, very disciplined, and she used to beat us if we don't learn our studies properly. My mom, she, I think, only the primary level of education, but she always encouraged us, both of our parents. They always, very much encouraging to all of us to study academically. So that's why one example that so here I would like to advertise a little bit about to those who has been fail their 10th standard. They should try their best, because my eldest sister, now she is the head mistress. She set her exam for, I think, for 4 years. The fourth time, then only she passed her 10th standard. So that's why, please don't feel very sad, and don't give up. All of the person who has not yet passed 10th standard, please don't give up. Please try to think after listening of this real story. You should plan so that you can sit exam again. Right. So yes, this is the lesson learned, and the lesson learned from today of my history. That is, another one is that from my father, he never beat us, which is very good, for everyone. So I myself also, I have to learn from my father that don't beat to my children as much as most as possible. We can, at the same time, we should utilize the final technique to persuade our children to come to our discipline, so that we can also live our life accordingly, so that we can achieve, like from my mother. So from as their time, they don't know that much about how to persuade the children without any beaten like that. But this time we have a lot of YouTube video, and we can learn a lot of lessons that we can persuade our children, not beaten like that. So today, actually, I would like to also share about our update of our our country. That is, nearly 17,000 Myanmar citizens abroad cast advance votes in weekend. Over 100 nations abroad returned home by relief flight. Nearly 70,000 Myanmar citizens abroad cast advance votes in weekend. After all, rules and regulations play the most crucial role in containment of this disease, which has been a source from State Councillor Daw San Suu Kyi's report to people regarding COVID-19 situation on 9 October 2020. 2020 multi-party democracy general election. The general election will be held on 8 November 2020, only 27 days ahead to participate general election of our country. Statement on adhere to healthcare guidelines in 2020 general election has been released, and also announcement for voters. Centenary celebration of Myanmar film industry to be held virtually. So update about yesterday 11 October 2020, updated at 8 p.m. which is 1910 more new cases, 1910 more new cases of COVID-19 reported on 11 October. Total figure rises to 27,974. Inna lillahi wa inna ilahi raji'un. That daily death toll until 8 p.m. yesterday was 48 people passed away. May Allah bless upon all of their souls. And also bean price jumps to 3-year record high. Rice price slightly rise in September. Singapore tops source of FDIs in Myanmar in 2020 to 2021 FY. Goat cattle exporters call for market creation in domestic meat market. Which is a little bit interesting for me to read after that. Myanmar's trade deficits widens to 1.46 billion in 2019 to 2020 FY. KBZ Life Insurance, KBZ MS General Insurance provide health insurance to health workers of Enya Center. Police injured in attack by crowds while inspecting illegal excavation in Mimbu. Campaign speech of three political parties for 2020 general election will be broadcast for second time. UK Prime Minister to unveil new tier COVID-19 restriction. Monday amid rising pandemic concerns. Trump saying that I am immune from COVID-19. Pandemic fuels New York used car sale surge, risking Kamagadon. Police station outside Paris targeted in fireworks attack. Suzuki to launch microplastic collections device for outboard engines. World Mental Health Day 2020. Pay attention to mental health challenges faced by healthcare. India, second country after US to report 7 million cases. Indian coronavirus cases cross 7 million. Wu Kan Song, I'm not sure, appointed as ambassador of Myanmar to Canada. Wu Song, maybe not properly pronunciation, sorry about that. Appointment of Belgium ambassador to Myanmar agreed on. Flood bulletin. Flood condition of Ayeyarwady River. Virus inequality top agenda as Lithuania votes. 5G iPhone expected to start at Apple event. Emigration impedes coronavirus clobber iconic US crop industry. Wary Losena residents assess damage from latest hurricane. Kazakhstan names fit populist politician acting prime minister. Ardern set to retain premiership as New Zealand heads to polls. NASA delay October 31st launch of SpaceX to carry US-Japan astronauts. China backs Iran nuclear deal, call for new Mideast forum. Tajikistan's vote seen as easy win for strongman. Campaign sidestep Cambridge Analytica crackdown with new methods. Just Lips House arrest order against Colombian former president. Why is ECB eyeing a digital euro? UK asked to do more to open up tax havens to public security. Scrutiny. Trademark caution. Energy Spot Corporation. Trademark caution. MALEE. Claims day notice. A day trip to 3 waterfalls in Chao Chi Town by Pihat Lulin. So this is something like, good for our tourism. Actually, I would like to even read it about it for our country betterment. YUFC player Sominai retires to coach youth. Nadal wins 13th French Open and record equaling 20th Grand Slam. Brazil forward Robinho rejoined Santos. De Bruyne willing to sign Newman City contract. So this is the headline of our daily newspaper. Actually, I am very much interested about goat cattle exporters call for market. To read all. Goat cattle exporter call for market creation in domestic meat market. Goat cattle exporters call for market creation in domestic meat market. The goat and cattle exporter are asking for regulatory relief and market creation in domestic meat market as they are carrying a heavy burden due to export difficulties through border trade and high import costs such as feedstuff costs and labor wages. We request the reduction of market barriers. It doesn't mean to reduce the licensee fee controlled by municipal committee for butchery. We want the municipal to support breeding and meat producing if regulatory fees including permit fees by the Department of Livestock Breeding and Veterinary, and tax costs around 5,000 checks per head of cattle. We can sell the boneless mutton of export quality at 10,000 check per week, equal to 1.6 kg. The price, however, is not suitable for the domestic market. If there is a canned meat factory invested in the country, we can provide them as much as they want. The high quality meat is not usually consumed in the domestic market. Consequently, the cattle and goat exporters are now waiting for the export market, while they are being burdened by feedstuff costs and other general costs. Another paragraph. It costs 3 million check per 300 heads of cattle for 10 days. Otherwise, it approximately costs 5,000 check for a goat and 1,000 check for an ox to feed. About 5,000 or 6,000 heads of cattle owned by 50 companies have been stranded in Namkham border area of Myanmar with China since August. Some companies are hard to survive from financial hardship. U Tan Thong U, chair of Magway Region Livestock Entrepreneur Association, struts China purchased Myanmar live cattle and goat through border trade, and they add value in the slaughterhouses. They export them to other foreign markets despite the foreign demand. The coronavirus crisis posed transport problems in the border area livestock entrepreneurs said. The National Level Central Committee on Prevention, Control and Treatment of Coronavirus Diseases 2019 has already issued notifications relating to standard operating procedure and transport routes for the entrepreneur. Translated by email more. So actually, why I have entrusted this information out of many subjects, I have the reason. Actually, due to the coronavirus and whatever, very tired of the living lifestyle of the city center. Actually, I have my future plan that to live the countrysides, the villages, and so on, especially. At least I want to stay even the Dala township or maybe the Tang Hien township, which are the other side of the city center. Still there are a lot of green area. So after reading this new newspaper, coming to my mind, that is about the ideology from Sheikh Imran Hussein. He used to introduce as Islamic eschatology. So if you want to know more about this, you can go to the YouTube and listen to his lectures. I like his lecture very much because why? He wants to stood up. He wants to stand up. He tried to encourage us to stand up with the truth, regardless of your background, of your religion, regardless of your background, of your ethnics, and so on and so forth. Whatever, we must stand on the truth. So that's why, regarding about the oppressions and oppressions, and also whatever the violations of the human right and Islamic, Quranic way of rules and regulation violates in any so-called Islamic country, we condemn them. He condemned them, and myself also I condemn them. I never agree on the Taliban's, but what to say in English, I don't know, very bad action. They did that. They destroyed our Buddha image, which is the historically, very long in Afghanistan, and also, we condemn that current, Turkish government transformed from the museum to the masjid Hagia Sophia, which is previously owned by the Christian. So this scholars, Sheikh Imran Hussein, he used to condemn all of these, not right states around the world. So he also pointed out that Saudi Arabia is violating a lot of Quranic, Quranic rules and regulations, which we also condemn, whatever with the names of Islam and so on, but doing the not right yet, we always condemn. So that is why, his suggestion is that we should go back to our village life, and we should involve many livestock and fisheries and as much as possible. I am also very much like and found of his idea that to do this, agriculture and livestock matter. So that is our my idea coming from his speech, and also as well as current situation. So that is why whosoever interesting to do the business with livestock and fishery and agriculture, please contact to us. Also, I already told to all of you that I have a lot of business and network around the world. So if anyone who wants to get the network around the world through me, I am very much welcome, all of you. So this is the idea and some of the suggestion, whatever I have. So actually I am doing this live. My purpose is that at least I can share English to those who are my family members, who needs to learn English. Even my eldest sister, she doesn't have fluent English how to speak. Not only her, I think, but also I think most of the teachers in our country, they don't know how to speak in English very well. So also this is my way of learning about English. That is, I used to share to you that whoever you are in your country, you can take your original newspaper and the English newspaper. And so in our country, this one is only cost about 9,000 Czech for both newspapers. So you can read both. So if you need to learn more, you can read more, and you can it will take more time like that, so that you can learn English as well as the information update, not only inside Myanmar but also around the world. In terms of sports, health, and many such. So you can have new words also from there. So this is something like I'm sharing my knowledge and experience and skill. So if any one of you who really wants to get English speaking skill, you please listens and listens and listens again and again, especially VOA Burmese or VOA English together, RFA Burmese and RFA English. Also Ama TV, Myanmar National News, Myanmar Broadcasting, as well as the English Broadcasting. So if you listen both English and Myanmar language, if you read English and Myanmar, then your skills will be improved. At the same time, you are updated with current information affair of the country Myanmar and also around the world. So actually I have my intention that to get the Nobel Peace Prize event, because why I want Myanmar name to become a good name around the world, and I want to give our ideas and our practical achievement of this success, peace and development for all. So our activity is very simple, that sleep early and wake up early, and from night time 8 or 9 at most 10 p.m. we should sleep, and then wake up 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. and then from that time to the morning we should do mental exercise, and then from 6 to 7 we should do some of the housework, cleaning work. Allah say in our Quran that yuhibbul mutatahhirin. So you do this for the sake of Allah, and your family members are also well loved to you because of you are washing the rooms, and also you are helping to the families like that. So and then another activity is 7 and 8. We should do that the physical exercise, which I have already live on almost every day I am doing, but I have to check this physical exercise should do every day or should relax one day, something like that. If someone who knows about that, please share to me, because I am now would like to know about that matter. For physical exercise, should we do every day or should we relax one day? Like not that much heavy physical exercise, which I am used to doing in the morning, about 1 hour, attached with yoga and incantation. So after that, from 8 to 9, we should do some breakfast and whatever, and then and then we should do our own job if we have, from 9 to 5. So now this is part of my job, which is I am doing this campaign. This is my serious matter. So I would like to share I would like to do peace and development, not only for myself but also for my family members, many of my family members, I think brothers and from my brothers and sisters, I think nobody can speak English like me. Out of from my brothers and sisters, I mean, you know, they may understand, but they don't know how to speak in English. So I hope they may enjoy of listening of their own brother who is speaking something, dealing with them also. So I really, you know, want to share my brothers and sisters so that they can also, you know, learn English, how to speak in it. Because sometimes, you know, my visitor from international visitor to our home, they don't know how to speak in English. So that is, they need to improve. So this is one of the reasons, you know, what I am doing right now, because I want, you know, everyone to get peace and development. So if you want to get peace and development, success, peace and development, definitely everyone knows that they need English skill. So in that case, so that is why, you know, if from here of my life, you know, I want to specify to my beloved brother in Islam, somehow like the person who I owe the gratitude also. His name is Uzome. So I have the idea that, you know, he used to tell me about his son and daughter to improve their future, their life. So my dear respected brother Uzome and also my brothers and sisters, all of my nephew, niece, all of you, I want to share whatever I have. So please learn and participate. Please come and try with me. Actually, I have intention that, you know, in this time, maybe slowly with the interaction with the Zoom meeting, because I have a lot of friends from internationally, you know, from Turkey. I have my friend who is the English teacher. His name is Brother Ayub Ora. And also from Bangladesh, he is Brother Momin. He is also English teacher. And also from Pakistan, I have my brothers, Brother Riasat Ali Khan, who knows about the NGO work, how to operate the NGO. And also he is also very good in English. And also I would like to special request to my brothers Isam Malik from Pakistan, who knows very well about how to speak in Arabic. So we want to learn Arabic as well. So slowly I will learn Arabic, and, you know, at the same time I will share my knowledge about English. And whoever wants to learn English also, the basic principle is that take the newspaper and then read it attached with your own language. And then the second one is that, first of all, you please need to write about your own history. If you don't know how to write in English, okay, write in Myanmar language. And then we will assist you, we will help you, your real history in English. And then slowly please you try your best so that you can say out. You know, first of all, you can read it while you are seeing the book or paper, something like that. Slowly, step by step, you know, we can do it like that. So, yes, you know, that's all. What time is it now? 12:30. Okay, 12:30. So now we have to stop because of the Azan time is coming. So, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. So this is the azan you may hear around the world. So I used to share this azan with Myanmar language as well as in sign language and also in English, so that everyone will know what is in meaning. So today I would like to conclude with the one of the short surah, which is from the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. This time I would like to read from the book, not from my own explanation. So this is the Surah Al-Asr. There are altogether 114 surah of 114 surah in the Quran. So Surah Asr is somehow like which number? Hafiz? Can you tell which number?
Time.
Which numbers of the surah? Surah Al-Asr.
So 100.
100 and there are surah in Quran. Number one is Surah
100.
Al-Fatiha.
103.
103. Okay. Surah number 103. 103. Okay. So the surah is very short. You see this, only this 3 sentences. So Allah is also challenging to everyone who doesn't want to believe in Quran and doesn't want to believe in Allah. Allah is challenging all of you that is just right. Even just this 3 sentences, one of the paragraph surah, like Quran, which will stand as the truth for lifelong. What as innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. By time. What as the meaning is by time. Indeed, mankind is in loss. Human beings are being in loss, except for those who have believed and done righteous deeds and advise each other to truth and advise each other to patience. So very short, So the person, myself, who are telling, the people who are listening, all of us will be guided by Allah for success, peace and development of not only our this life temporarily, but also in hereafter, the permanent. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين إن الصلاة ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذريتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار اللهم أجرنا من النار اللهم أجرنا من النار سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. Ya Allah, please help and guide us. Also give us strength and power so that we can do peace and development not only for ourselves and family members, friends and relatives, but also for our neighbors, for our townships, for our streets, for our villages, for our words, for our country, Myanmar, and the entire world. Ya Allah, also please give us strength and power so that we can fight against this shaitan and to do campaign say no to addiction, not only inside Myanmar but also around the world. Ya Allah, please help and guide us. Also give us strength and power so that we can find out and give them punishment to those who are the guilty people who are doing against and who are doing the evil acts upon our country, Myanmar, and world peace and development. Ya Allah, please be perish to those who are doing bad deeds to others, and especially destroying our country, Myanmar, peace and development. سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك